Hey, welcome to the Take Two Crew Podcast Show.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? We back for another one.
Another one.
Okay.
I am your your host. Scoop.
What's going on? It's your boy Mike.
All right, we were just having this off-screen conversation, and I just didn't want to give up this good material. So what I was saying was there are people in life who will have what you need to get you over the hump, and they refuse to give it to you.
Yeah, that's true.
And something I don't understand. Like if I'm in need and you help me out, God bless you. It's gonna come back around tenfold. I've seen it happen a million times. Well, not a million times. I've seen it happen a lot. But you can have what somebody needs to be successful, whether it be a job, it can be an extra vehicle you got sitting in your driveway that you're not using, and you may know somebody who may be in need, but you just don't want to help them. Like, I don't understand people like that. But then get on social media and brag about the things they've done for everybody.
Yeah.
It kills me sometimes. But we were talking about what everyone's talking about, this Derrick Jaxn situation.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. And the funny thing about it was I never even listened to any of his recordings like previously. Like I seen him on Facebook and everything, but I never actually
keep scrolling. I'd be like,
stopped. Yeah. Like I'm like, yeah, I don't care what you got to say right now. I want to look at something stupid. And I got a lot of those kind of people on my page that got something positive to say anyway. So I don't, man, I was listening to that. It's funny because we jumped from the whole Kirk Franklin situation between father and son having a situation, and you talk about someone who's a positive influence, in the not the community, but the world. You know what I'm saying? But then now you jump to this person who's a social media influencer or positive motivator, what relationship enthusiast, I guess is what they call it.
Guru is what they call them, I guess.
Yeah. But to hear that, I'm like, dang, we go from Kirk, trying to tone down his message to protect it, not saying protect the image, but not be portrayed as this particular way. And then now you jump to Derrick Jaxn, where you're like, what are you really trying to say here, bro? Like,
the realest thing I heard this week. But when the situation happened, I think the first thing we do as men, we go to our women like, oh man, look at what he did, his stupid self, right? So my wife is like, yo, I mean, his message was on point. Like, how many times have you seen like the message be good, but the messenger be trash?
Yeah.
But my thing is, don't give advice to things you ain't portraying in life. I can't tell you what you need to do at the gym.
Be the product.
I can't, bro. I can't like, yo, my man, you need to cut that fat out. Let me get 2 pieces of steak. Like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. And you out here talking to yo, like you were saying before we got on, man, he bashed John Gray.
Yeah.
Like he
ripped him a new one.
And from what John Gray was saying, he never even had sex with the chick. My man was sleeping with the chicks. And then I just seen a post that his wife knew about it.
Yeah. It's funny. As soon as he posted that thing, so many other videos popped out. Like, mistress want to speak up and this person want to speak up.
I heard the mistress on YouTube a few nights back about him snapping, like, come back to Atlanta and come back to Atlanta. Him and his wife, like she said that she didn't know he was married. I honestly didn't even know he was married. Because if you look at his page, like, she's not on there. Like, he not portraying that he's married. So I just thought the situation was crazy that my man really out here giving relationship advice. Meanwhile, he out here doing his thing.
Tagging and bagging.
It's crazy.
But yeah, even about his wife thing, man, like I said, I'm not too familiar with the guy, just except for what I've been researching the last couple of days on this gentleman here. But when you introduce your wife, whether it's the first time, second time, fifth time, 20th time, just like Kirk Franklin, it's an image behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's an image. So when he's sitting on the couch with his wife and he holding her hand and her body language was just like off for me. For one, her body language was super off. You know what I'm saying? He's all in, got her hand, whole hell, and she's just like fresh out of bed. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when we did our podcast, when we did the couples, and my
That was
wife,
a great show, by the way.
yeah, great
Check
show.
that out. Check that out.
Go back a few weeks, then come back and see what I'm talking about. Pause right here, and then go back and check, and then come back. But no lie, my wife took like an hour and a half to get ready. All I did was put on a shirt, wash my face, brush my head.
Yeah.
I keep the brush on the side, just in case I'm slipping. And legit, my wife took mad long to get ready. I'm pretty sure, like you said, Q took a while. I'm pretty sure Puffy took a while. Shauna took a while. All us guys put on shirts, called it a day.
Yeah, we were ready.
Except David, he was matching Shauna. But
yeah, he was already ready.
Had the mustard yellow one. That's his favorite. That's David's favorite color too, mustard. Mustard yellow is David's color. When they get married, what color is his suit gonna be? Mustard yellow.
Yeah, all right.
Looking like condiments. Anyway.
His wife, man, she had a bonnet on.
She looked crazy. Like, well, I was crazy. I don't think she knew what was going to happen.
I don't think so either.
And I think he shouldn't have put his wife out there like that. As men, it's our job to protect our women. And I wouldn't have did the video with her. Everybody's saying the same thing, but honestly, if I did something wrong, I'm not about to. First of all, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm already caught. So I'm not going to be on here like, I didn't do it. See, what happened was I wanted to put the tip in, but I only touched the pubic hairs. I'm not doing all of that. I slipped up. I disrespected my marriage. I apologize to my wife. I'm not getting on social media to do anything.
No.
Like, it's my job to protect my wife. And whatever happens in our personal life is not for you guys to know. I would have kept, I kid you not, I would have acted like I didn't even know what was going on. I would have turned my comments off and I would have kept putting out videos.
Yep.
You make it worse when you add fuel to the fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the question from that is, how do you come back from it? You know what I'm saying? You literally, like even listening to the stuff that she was saying, it felt like everything she said was scripted. Like, yo, wake up. I'm on my way home. Read this big text message because we about to get ready to do this video.
When she got on by herself, like I analyzed the video, and she looked hurt, man.
Yeah,
she looked hurt, and my man doesn't care. Like, he did a video reacting to the video that he did. I think that's crazy, bro. Like, you just don't do that to you don't do that to the women that you love. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
You can't put people out there. You're supposed to be the covering. If you're a believer, you're supposed to be a covering.
Yeah, and I didn't appreciate the way he tried to he's doing the counseling and she's like, and I left. Well, how long did you leave? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you leave for a day or two, 3 days? Like what? You know what I'm saying? This stuff is like, yeah, okay, you can forgive, you can't forget. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm perfect because I know when I slip up, no matter what it is, if I have to go away, I'm gone for at least a week or two. You know what I'm saying? I may come back and forth to check in here and there, but I'm sleeping on the couch, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen, I think we've all been. I don't think we've been there to like the extent that he's been, but I've been there before. Like, in previous relationships, I've stepped out, but I did it because I wanted to.
Yeah,
it's just who out. That wasn't the makeup of my DNA back then. So I know what the look looks like when you got to tell a woman that you done cheated. So, and I know what that disappointment looks like. And as much as they may forgive you, they're never going to forget that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on the scale of millions of people knowing. Like, just the fact of her knowing and a few selected people made me cringe.
Yeah.
My man is on a social media platform where there's like legit millions of people watching you. You're giving advice, you're selling books, and that's crazy to me, bro. You got to practice what you preach. Like I said, I
Yeah.
can't. The message could be good, but the messenger can be trash. But in his situation, he killed people like Charlemagne. He killed John Gray. But to turn around and then John Gray gave him back, he gave him back something that he didn't give him. He extended grace to him.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been that strong of a man. I think I would have kicked him while he was down. Just
Yeah.
it is what it is. What you would have did.
Extend grace. You know me. You know my heart, man. I don't like it's whatever, man. You know, it's yeah, it's water off a duck's back, man. It's like what you want me to say. I already feel this type of way, but don't kick my back in to eliminate what you did. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do sometimes as people. You know what I'm saying? We go, oh man, yeah, I did this, but did you hear what Tyreek did? Nah. Yeah. He slept with 6 women.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
we live in a society where I think if Jesus was here now, right, and he said, "Let he who was without sin cast the first stone," I'd already do the rock. I'd be like, it's too late. It's too late, bro. It's not even in my hand no more. I hit her in the head. Like that's the society that we live in. Like even if you're wrong, no one really wants to be like the select few. After a while, will be like, you know what? Yeah, what I did was wrong back then. But in that moment, a lot of people are not going to be like, man, I don't care about that. You the topic of discussion. So I'm sure that a lot of men, like we said, has been in his situation, but it's just certain things I'm not going to talk about. Like I can't tell somebody, hey yo, my man, don't be out here not paying your car note. You know how many times I missed the car payments and made excuses when I had the money.
Yeah.
And now I'm paying late fees because I'm being ignorant. Like just certain things I think that you shouldn't speak on.
Yeah.
Especially when you got things going on in your own personal life that you don't want nobody to know about.
Exactly. And I can't stand when someone messes up. The whether they're big name artists, local, whatever the case may be. I hate when the people use a cop out like I'm human. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm only human.
You want to go, you can go John Legend, or we ordinary people. It don't make a difference,
Yeah.
It's not about being human. It's not about being ordinary. It's not about being a platform artist or a local what's the name? It's your mindset. You know what I'm saying? You commit to do this in your head.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for lack of a past life, when you're on your way to see somebody, you already know in your head what you're trying to do when you get there.
Absolutely.
You know that when you scroll to their name and you hit the text message like, yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? It's calculated. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, oh, I'm walking down the street, I tripped and fell on a naked woman, and boom, now we having sex. No. You driving over there, she's setting the mood for when you get there. You putting yourself in that position when you're already calling your boys like, yo, if she call you, tell her I just left your house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got the cover up for the cover up for the cover up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about being human. It's not about being, a big name person, a small name person. It's the mindset that goes forth with it.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. Like, period.
For me, like, man, I just I think I cared too much about my wife's feelings to want to put her into a situation like that, to where she gotta come on social media in front of all these people and not only just be judged because everybody's calling her stupid. You dumb for staying. You don't know their situation. And I'm pretty sure there's been times where you was dumb and you stayed in relationships that you shouldn't have been in. We've all been through it.
Right.
The difference is that hers is on a bigger scale than ours time. But I ain't trying to have my wife out here looking dumb, bro. You out here, you think that you cheating with these, you got this big name that these women ain't gonna always want to come up.
That's all it is.
Yeah, because now
all it is.
What's weird is I don't know none of the ladies. I don't even know his wife's name, but I don't know none of the women that he's messed around with. But now you if you go through YouTube and you type in, I think the girl name is Tasha K. She's a blogger. She's the one who like broke it. Man, she got text messages, screenshots, recordings of this guy. They're waiting for her. She said she's waiting for her lawyer to look at him and approve that they're good to go. And like it's gonna be like it's like COVID. They got another wave coming of all the crap that this guy done did, man. And it's crazy, bro. It's beyond crazy. So I just can't.
Yeah, that's tough, dude.
And what I noticed about social media is that nobody even talking about the Kurt situation no more.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like, man, we so happy for Derrick Jaxn right now because the church is back to where it needs to be.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Yep. You ain't gonna never hear about this Kurt.
Exactly. That's exactly what it looks like. See, I just happened to look at this dang on thing again, and I'm looking at the videos, and it's like you said, you put her name in, it's like you put this dude's name in, it's like women, not just women, it's everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to be careful about when it comes to this kind of stuff, man. Because it take one person to say, "Oh yeah, I slept with him," and then here come number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Now you like, you know what I'm saying? But I like what you said. It's like you didn't want to put your wife in that situation. You know what I'm saying? That's really good. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same exact way.
We got daughters. Dang. We got nieces. We still got mothers.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like when my mother got cheated on. I didn't like when my mother did things I didn't approve of. You know, how she lived some parts of her life with men. I won't go into detail, but it was like it's a tough blow. And I just don't I remember when one of my exes, she hit me up one time and asked for one of our boy numbers. And I was like, for what? She was like, because I wanna make sure that if I can't reach you, I can find somebody to reach. So I was like, okay, take Mikey's number. I'm always with Mike. Why would you want this guy's number? And she was like, cause if I need to contact you, I was like, yeah, that sounds dumb, but you can have his number. I gave her the number, and legit, when we all together, it was me, you, and 3 other guys, and she called him. And when she called, I was like, tell her that you're not with me. And that's what he did. And she was like trying to holler. And I was like, if you don't get your retarded self off the phone, like you dumb. You think he ain't gonna tell me? But if you're gonna mess with somebody that's not close to me. But she was just trying to get back at me for what I did to her. But I didn't mess with nobody closer to her, but she was trying to find a way to hurt me. So what I had to realize as I got older, that I shouldn't have, if I wouldn't have brought that to her doorstep, it wouldn't have opened up other situations to happen.
Yeah.
So what I'm not going to do is put my wife into a situation where, you know, she got to walk around like, yo, you sleeping with old girl, and she in my circle, she in my area, she bragging about it. Like, I don't want to do that, period. But, you know, like I told my wife, like, if I'm going to cheat, it's going to be a celebrity, you know. So that way,
worth it.
That way I can afford the alimony and child support she's going to have me paying, you know.
Yeah.
It got to be like Oprah, because my wife expensive. So
stupid.
It can't be Shaquita from down the street because she ain't got no money.
Yeah, no, yeah. You gotta have somewhere else to go.
Yeah.
If it don't work out. Yeah.
Man, look at this mansion I'm in, babe. I cheated. It gotta make sense. I don't dare cheat on my wife, but it gotta make sense, man. It gotta make sense. She gotta think about it like, you know what, Tyreek? You know what? It wasn't bad, man. Oprah is worth $1 billion. Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to help you out. Trying to get you a new car.
So you got the reason behind it.
Yeah, it gotta make sense, man.
Oh man.
I don't want to go get kicked out, and then I'm on your couch, and then Quanique looking at me crazy because she didn't talk to Charles, and Charles told her what happened, and now Quanique like, yo, Mike, he need to go. Like his wife, he can't go home, he can't be here, and then you got to come out the bedroom looking like, oh, yo, bro, like,
yeah.
I gotta,
yeah.
like,
I
and
put
I'm
you in the
looking at you
hotel
like, Mike,
already.
don't do it, Mike, don't do it, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that problem.
Yeah, I got you.
Because if Q call here, it's a wrap. I'm like, yo, Mike, don't need waste your cancel that ticket, Mike.
Cancel the ticket.
Yeah, man.
Cancel your ticket.
Go to the hotel on the Circle because I can't help you.
Wow, nah, you crazy.
Yo, you for real. We think that we tough. Like we got some. As we're about to go into your wedding soon. Like we got some tough women, bro.
Facts.
We got some tough women. We ain't got like my wife. She, for lack of better terms, she'll fight you first before she's submissive. Like it ain't gonna happen.
Touche.
And even if she know, like, and this is what I like about I love about my wife is that, like, when I'm about to make a dumb decision, she already got money saved because she knows it's about to be bad. So she's like, go ahead. And I'm like, oh man, Charles, I lost $1,000. She's like, I knew it because you're dumb. But I love you though.
Because you're dumb.
Yeah, man. How many times your girl will be like, hey, yo, what you doing? And you like, listen, I got this. No, good and well, it ain't gonna work.
Yo, it got so bad. She asked me to send her some money, and at the time, and I was at work at night, and I couldn't get the connection right with the hospital. So I had her log into my account. Then I sent the money, and ever since then, all notifications of anything I spend goes to her account. So one day I'm at, I have extra money. So I'm at work, I'm gambling, $50 here, $25 here. I get a message she's like, you need to stop gambling so much. You wasting money. I'm like, what? I don't know that she know that I, you know what I mean?
She looking at your account.
Yeah. I'm like, how you know that? She like, yeah, I got your notifications. I'm like, oh, snap. So now I use my other card. You know what I mean? So that way you'll know where it's going and things of that nature. But yeah, man, you definitely got to have that.
You acting like we're not recording this, but all right.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man.
You know what's crazy?
I won that back, so it's good. I won it back.
Yesterday, I said to her, I was like, you spend more money than I do. And she was like, no, you spend. She said, you spend more money than me. I was like, all right, let's do this. We're going to take $200 and see who can hold it for the longest. You know what she said? I don't want to play with you because you're going to get the money from Mike. I was like, why you gonna put me out there like that? She was like, yeah, you get I think the money here, you really got the money from Mike. Then I'm like, yeah, you right though.
Yeah. Oh man.
You're right. Ain't nothing changed, man. Ain't nothing changed. Just that we got older and we not in high school no more.
Yeah. That was funny because I was talking to somebody. I was like, yeah, you gotta test your relationships with your people, man. I think my boy called me like, yo, let me get this. Let me hold this. I was like, oh, shoot, hold up. Like, it wasn't a problem. It didn't hurt. But I was like, hold up. It's a friendship right here. Hold on. $20, $30, I can take that hit. I take the loss. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, he's like, oh, let me hold this. I was like, oh. I sent it immediately. I was like, oh, shoot. Lord, I don't trust you to get this back, yo. Oh. And then I was like, yo, take your time. It's like, oh, shoot. He gonna wait like 2-3 months before he hit that back. But I was like, man, you know what? I was like, doop. I was like, oh, shoot, I'm at work. Dude, like, what happened? I said, yo, my brother, he loyal. He ride or die. He said, can you borrow some money? And he sent it right back. Less than 2 weeks, and he black. He's like, what? I was like, yo, it's a wrap. He got it. I don't care what it is. Like, it's a wrap. I got, people say, if he got it, I got it. But you really people really don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that topic destroys friendships. You know what I'm saying? It destroys friendships to a T, where, back in the day where you actually, your boy borrowed some money and you with him and he's spending money and he owe you money. He like, oh, it's my mom's money. I got to get back to my mom's. You got a job. We got the same job. We got paid the same day. But yeah, this your mom's money.
No, scratch that. Yeah, we got the same job. We get paid the same day, and yeah, I'm buying your girlfriend stuff for Valentine's Day. Like I didn't respect her enough to pay for the stuff. I borrowed the money from you. This is my
Yo,
BC days before Charles.
but yeah, this was like
BCBQ days.
it was awesome. It was awesome. I was like, yeah. I'm like, he got that no matter what. You know what I'm saying? It's family I don't do that with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was like, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, word. He even gave me a time in a day. I'm like, yeah, hands down, he got that no matter what. I
Yeah,
was like, but that might be the cap though. I don't know. Like if we go up a little couple numbers, I'm like, all right, oh,
I've been in
getting greedy.
situations. I've been in situations, bro, where just when I was younger, I remember I think I borrowed like $600 from somebody, and I was giving them increments of the money like I told them I was, and then I moved to New Jersey.
Mm.
So when he hit me up and was like, I think I owed him like maybe like $200. He hit me up with like, yo, man, you know, what's that? What happened? You're supposed to give me this bread like 6 months ago. Right then at that time, I had more than enough. I was like, yo, here's $500. So I paid you over what was expected, but I shouldn't have made you wait that long.
Yeah, yeah,
So like I realized that you can't give if you're going to give to somebody, number one, don't know your limits. Like
yeah,
don't be that person to be like, hey yo man, I got you. And then like when the money going, you're like, man, I gotta buy diapers for the babies. Cause you don't forgot, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you gotta think it through, man. And then
Because
the blessing gonna come back to you too.
yeah, yeah, because we live in a way where it goes, if you don't hit me up for it, I'm not hitting you up to give it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We go, oh yeah, yeah, all right, yeah. You borrowed $20 from me. You say you're gonna give it back to me. Well, if you don't call me to say you got it, or if I don't call you to say, yo, you got that from me, the person who owes it ain't calling you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's an integrity check though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know
Like
what I'm
for
saying?
you, like if I owe you bread, bro, you shouldn't have to contact me to be like, yo, what's up with the money? That should be you taking initiative. Like, yo, all right, man. I know I owe you 1,000. All right, man. I'm about to send you 300 right now. All right.
Yep, yep.
Give me a week and a half. I'm gonna send you another 4. Like, you should be the one doing that. It shouldn't be, hey, yo, my man, you took 2 months ago. I didn't give you 1,000 because you need help with your mortgage. And now you come up. I see it all. You and your wife just came from Cancun. You got the bread.
Yep.
I know you got the bread. And you sitting here like not paying me back. And then that, like, you ever notice this? You somebody ever borrow money from you, you asking for it back to get mad? Like, oh, what you
Yeah,
mean? Take your little funky
yeah,
$50. It wasn't
yep.
funky when you asked for it.
Yeah, you right.
That's personal. My
Not me
bad.
though. You good. Not me, but you good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what they do. Or they dodging you. They got so many, like you said, so many excuses where like, yo, you like I could damage your name right now. Just like, yo, call me. Let me call your girl real quick. Yo, you do owe me $50. You owe me $100. Are you saying like when you see him, tell him I need that.
And now she
Simple as
looking
that.
like, why he calling me?
Yeah. I'm gonna cause a argument.
Yo,
Now we
but you
got
know
a
what?
problem.
F you and that money, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So like it was funny. So like what's the cap of like, you know what I'm saying? Like $20, $30, if I lose it, I lose it. It's not a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I gamble with it. So if it's gone, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? But what's the cap that's gonna take you to that point of somebody owing you money where you like, yo, come on. I would drive to Florida.
Well, my cap would be. It depends on when you catch me, because I think a cat would be like maybe $500.
Yeah,
It depends on who you are too, because certain situations require you to, you got to use your judgment. Like for example, like if you ever had a Chime card, Chime give you spot me, but they start you off at 20.
yeah,
Pay your 20 back, they move you to 40. When you pay your 40 back, you probably get cap off at 125. But it all depends on who the person is and like their history. Like if you number one, I don't suggest you give out money uh if you know that you're not gonna have it for that bill. So say if I say, yo, Mike, let me get $300, and your car payment is $300, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna have it on Friday. If you don't got that car payment already and then some, I wouldn't recommend giving it.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
yeah,
I can get you for 100, 150, but I really can't shoot for the three because I got this lined up, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. Excuse me,
yeah,
because if you tell me, all right, if I ask you, Mike, let me get 300, and you like, I'm gonna give it to you on the 15th. You like, all right, it's perfect. My car note due on the 16th, and I show 15th come, and I'm like, oh man, I don't got the money. All I got is $100, but my car payment was due. I shouldn't have depended on that.
yeah,
Like I should give knowing that if I can take that hit for a little while. So it all depends on who the person is. Like if I had 1,000, you call me for 1,000, I know you're good for it. Here's $1,000. All right,
yeah,
and then because I know it's going to get back to me. But if some people call me asking for $1,000, I would have to respectfully decline because I just I can't. I don't want to put myself out there like that because I don't know one if they're based off their history, if it makes sense for me. So, what's your
yeah,
limit?
yeah. That's good. I, it's a person thing, like you said. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we've been cool for so long, but you never borrow money from me, it's whatever. We'll see what it feel like. But for them, with those kind of people, I would say like 600 probably. You know what I'm saying? Less than 1,000, hands down. You
Yeah.
know, period. Because now I got to also think about my family. You know what I'm saying? When I loan money to be given, I got to make sure it's not money that got to be spent on my children.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like not for me. Like it's whatever. It's my money. It's my money. It's gone. But it's like, all right, I gave you this, and you're going to pay me back, but you give me less the amount than what we agreed upon. I got 5 kids. So that means somebody can't get something this time around. Or now I got to modify it because of you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, our kids are growing. Like freaking my daughter's 12, going on 16. Uh,
Woo. Bro,
and it's like,
wait, did you see the TikTok that her and Sky did a TikTok? And I looked, I'm like, first of all, I remember when these kids were super small. And they going into these preteens. I'm like, who are these kids, bro? I barely recognize Nyla. It's crazy.
yeah, yeah. So that's what I have to take into account, that once I do something like that, like you said, what's the short term effect? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My insurance comes out of my check, so I don't see it. Great. You know what I'm saying? But I also have other obligations that I'm doing as well. And things I'm saving up for to get as well. So you got to make sure. But like I said, I think less than 1,000 for certain people. For important people, I'll say it that way.
What's the
People,
most you ever given out?
most I've ever given out was 900. That was to my mother.
Mm.
I got it back. Definitely got it back. So,
Yeah.
that was the most I've ever given out in one shot. Say it that way.
Yeah. The most bread I gave out was about $2,000.
Mm.
Never got it back.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
But I remember somebody giving me $5,000,
mm.
and in my ignorance, I didn't pay it back fast enough. So I had to make a deal for him to get his bread back. Well, he got it back, but it just because it was me moving in my ignorance. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I realized that, and I've even given out. This is the crazy part because I know it's scripture about it, and I can't think it back exactly what it is, but I remember somebody giving me that amount of money and giving me no time limit, and then I had to extend that same grace for somebody only borrowed $8. Like how much of a hypocrite I would have been to be like, yo, man, I need my money back. Somebody gave me this money and was like, pay it back in increments when you can. And then I was going to turn around and try to be super harsh at somebody for $8. Like you can't move like that. Like
Yeah, that's true.
it's a tug at your integrity.
That's good. That's
For you
good.
to, for you to do that. And I can't condemn you. And because at that time you needed it. At that time in my life, I needed it. And I'm grateful that the person gave it to me. I'm pretty sure the person was grateful that I gave that to them. But I couldn't come back and be super mad. Like I let it go. Like I didn't ask for it back. Like I got blessed off of helping you out. That's the best way to look at it. And it's not a selfish way either. It's like I'm giving because I'm giving it to you. And that $8 could be the make or break of your life or whatever. But it is what it is. I remember when I needed $10 to feed my family years ago. And I got it all in change. But I did what I had to do. It served its purpose. I still fed my family. So it is what it is.
Yeah. And what I realized is that, when we go and act like, what I'm saying, and we're in need, let me say it that way, for lack of a better word. When we're in need and we go to people, we have to realize that we can't go to people who are in the same situation as us. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul in a way. You going through it and I'm going through it. But we can't help each other by borrowing the money that we really need to survive.
That's good.
That's one thing we have to realize as individuals. So for those who are listening to this, get you someone who is smarter than you financially, not to pay money, not to rip them off and borrow money here and there, but to learn the secrets of the trade, to learn how to manage your money a little bit better. I'm grateful for my wife because she handles money a lot better than I do.
Oh, same here.
What I'm saying?
Same here.
If when it comes to buying certain things, I call her like, hey, listen, I want to get this. What do you think? Not to know that she just ordered something from Amazon, but hey, but me personally, I'm like, yo, it could be a small purchase of $30-$40. And I'm like, it costs $40. And I don't know if I should get it. Because when I'm in the store, I hold it the whole way through, get to the register, but you know what? I don't even want it.
I don't want it.
I don't want it no more.
I don't even want it.
I'm like, damn, why not just get it when it was there? Because now it's sold out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes to these kind of things, get you someone who is financially responsible than you are. If it's your significant other, great. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. If it's someone you have to be transparent with and say, hey, listen, man, I'm struggling in this area of my finances. Can you help me? Because all you doing is you learning what was taught from the generation before you.
Yeah.
That's really all you doing.
And if they couldn't manage money, how you gonna manage money?
That's it. There has to be a generational separation that says, all right, grandma, yeah, your mom taught you this and her mom taught her this, but we still renting. Nobody bought a house yet. You know what I'm saying? I was watching TikTok one day and this lady said about her family. She was like, someone has to break the generational curse because everyone's just doing what the generation before them did. But 1970s don't work in 2021.
It definitely don't.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. If you take the money that I'm making now in 2021 and you put it in 10 years ago, man, I'll be a whole lot better off. I'd have been in the house already. You know what I'm saying? I would have been doing the things I wanted to do had I had that money.
Do you think that having the money without the mindset would have made a big difference too?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like 2011, if I would have had the money I had now, I think I'd be worse off. Like I'm comfortable now. Like I'm in the process of making better strides for my life. So I got a lot of back end stuff that about what's going on that I don't share. So got some things moving around. But I don't think that if you put me if you put the 23-year-old Tyreek in 2011, excuse me, with the finance, with the salary I have now, which is not, it ain't the best, but it's okay. I think I would have. I think I would have been in a worse situation then because I don't think I didn't. I just didn't manage money properly,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. That's good.
I was too dishonest back then.
That's
Like
good.
if my
That's
wife would
good.
have been like, what your paycheck is, I would have been like, it's like 500, knowing I was lying, and I would have been content with that. Like, man, man, yeah, I don't want to go into no tangent, but I don't think I would have been as smart as I am now, and I think my family would have been worse off
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have did right. Because like you said, generation wise, I didn't have anybody to. I had cousins who had houses, but they didn't show me the way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like my mom didn't have a driver's license. My dad didn't get a car until like 2007 when I was almost like 20. Like I got a car off of our from Pastor, the Mazuzu Rhodesia, but nobody in my family had cars. When my car broke down, they were like, just get rid of it. It wasn't like, hey, get it fixed to put it to the
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
And we had people who had that mindset, like, yo, just put your car in the shop, get a rental. I'm like, for what? Let's just get rid of it. And it's like, you don't think that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
And
think I
that's
would
the
have been,
important piece.
yeah, I would have been a little messed up more 10 years
Yeah.
ago than I am now.
And I think that's where people have to stop looking at income tax and stop looking at these stimuluses as a come up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because like it's not a come up, like it's one, your taxes is money owed. Understand that, that's the money that you spent throughout the year that you gave, whatever the case may be. If you made contributions here and there, you get a little extra. If you have more kids, whatever the case may be, you get a little bit more extra too. But it's income tax. It's exactly what income. It was what you were putting into wherever it had to go for you to get what you needed to get. You know, period. It come once a year. It's going to be there every single year anyway.
Yeah, but that
So,
shouldn't, like you said, it shouldn't be used as a come up though.
you know, exactly. And then now you're getting these stimuluses, where they're like, oh yeah, people waiting and they waiting, and oh, you're getting this much for this kid, and you got this many kids, you're getting this much money. You know, that's still people looking at, oh, I'm about to buy this, I'm about to buy that. How about you buy something to improve your life? You know what I'm saying? If no more cabs, how about you buy a car? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Literally, no more cabs, but get a car. You know what I'm saying? Don't bum off food stamps. Food, nothing wrong with food stamps. Great source of living if you need it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not seafood boil every single night because you got these food stamps. And these stimuluses ain't way for you to stunt on other people just because you got it, because when it's gone, and then
Yep.
you right back in that same situation. This is what I've been working. I'm 33. I've been working since I was officially. Let me say it that way. I've been working officially for since I was what
14.
14. You know what I'm saying? And then when that I stopped, through high school, I really didn't have a job, literally. Well, we made money our best way, you know what I'm saying? Legit, which was great,
Nah,
you know.
I had a I had a year and a half of non-legit money.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I definitely came up to Porch a little early. So I had a few months stints of me selling a little paraphernalia, you know.
Okay,
I'm
yeah. See,
not proud of it.
but I never went that route. Literally, just sold candy, made CDs, and we sold juices. That
Yep.
was my whole hustle from when I turned 18 is when I legit got my first official job.
Yo,
You know what I'm
real quick,
saying?
that's how I knew I was a bad drug dealer. I made more money. I made more money selling guzzlers than I did selling weed. Like that's crazy, man. Like
Yeah,
every day we made at least $200
yeah, we was living it, like literally.
for what? Because a 40-minute period. So within 2 hours,
Yeah, was locked and loaded,
you
bro.
clearing that bread because you went every lunch period, and you had well, I had to break off Mason. Who you
Yeah,
broke off? Davis.
Davis.
Then you broke off Davis.
Yeah,
Got to get them guzzlers, and
yep.
then your back hurt because you got carried from the super dirty
Yeah,
store.
yeah,
Bro, man, you have no idea. I made more money selling juices than I did drugs. It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome. So like from being 18 and officially on the books to work to the age of 33 was like a 15-year span, whatever the case may be. This is what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? You knew the income tax was coming, but I would honestly say this is the first year in which my money that I was getting, my return actually lasted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because I became more responsible. I got tired of seeing my wife's bank account sky high and then me being in the red. Or, because I'm like, oh, I got you, I'm paying for it, I'm paying for it. No, you know what I'm saying? So when I see it in my account, I'm like, yo, oh, okay, you know, and I like the feeling. I like the
Yeah.
feeling.
When you called me, when we was on the phone, he was like, "Oh man, my money hit." All right. So anyway, it wasn't like, "Oh my gosh, bro, let me get off this phone, about to blow a check." It was like, I already had money in my account anyway. It didn't make a big difference.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
And that's
I,
how it
I haven't
works.
got a. I haven't got a. I haven't got an income tax check in 7 years, man.
Wow.
I've been paying taxes every year because me being dumb, I filed tax exempt throughout the year.
Mm,
So I'm like, I want my money now, and then when it's time to come every year, I gotta pay Uncle Sam. So
okay.
I'm definitely waiting for the last day to file my taxes this year again because I don't like giving money out.
Got you,
I feel
got you.
like I feel like they don't deserve it, but whatever.
I got you. But yeah, man. So it's like you have to be able to, and being a parent, you know what I'm saying? Being a parent and realizing that this is, if it's not credit, it's money. It makes the world go round.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Literally, you can go into a furniture store with 2 grand and something is like, oh, you can rent this for $36 a week. You can rent this, but you paying more over time than just, what I'm saying? It's gonna come out to you paying over $2,000. So you like, hey, listen, I got 1,800 right now. What's up? Cash.
Yo, I didn't notice. I didn't know that. I always thought that whatever the price tag was, that was the price.
Nah.
You got the cash, you can be like, all right, let's make a deal. Because if
Yeah.
you don't want to make a deal, I can go somewhere else.
Yep.
Because I got the money in my hand. I don't need financing. You
Yeah.
want you want 10,000 for this? I'll give you 7 cash. What you gonna do? You gonna take the cash usually?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
But
didn't
but
notice that.
exactly, because these are the things that we were never exposed to, you know what I'm saying, at a young age. And if we were exposed to it, we didn't care to like care. We didn't care about it.
Yeah,
It was like, okay, cool, great, that's awesome. That's good. That works for you. You know what I'm saying? And then when we see other people, like, oh snap, where you get that, man? I've been, man, my wife popping up with stuff. I'm like, yo, where'd you buy that from? I was like, she's like, oh, I was, had a little rainy day fund. I'm like, damn, it's storming. Like,
exactly.
she went and
But
bought her first car without me. I was like, you already none of my money? She's like, nah, I saved it up. I was like,
yeah, bro,
awesome,
bro, I told
awesome,
you. I told you happened 2 weeks ago.
awesome. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, bro, like, first of all, I ain't been my car overheating, and I'm sitting in the passenger side of my wife ride. Like, I'm looking crazy right now. All I do is pay for the insurance. And I complained about that. I'm like, my insurance about to go up. She was like, here's the money to pay for it. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
yeah.
That,
I'm
that,
like,
that ain't the point.
yeah, that's the point. The point is, I gotta pay anyway. She like, but you not, what's your cash app? Like, don't do that to me too.
Yeah.
That really made me mad when she was like, what's your cash app? Like, you know my cash app. You know my information. She was, man,
Yeah, yeah,
let me
yeah.
yo, this is what I noticed when we talk, because we talk about like finances right now. What I work in a pretty decent area. I don't see no rent a center,
Mm,
no rental wheels, nothing where I work at. In that area, at least within 20, 30 miles, there's not a rent
wow,
a center in sight.
wow.
They know where to put these at though.
In
They
the
know,
hood.
they know where to put them at.
It's
Because where
true.
I live at, the town over, they got a rent a center over there. And then the town going north, they got one. If you go to Orlando, they're everywhere in certain parts, but they don't. I just noticed that there's no renter centers where I work at because they know that these people don't go in. They're not doing that. They're legit
Yeah,
going places. I think it's one place called like Raymore and Flanagan. They go places like
yeah,
that to buy their stuff, or they'll go to Home Depot to buy a washer and dryer. They don't need to rent it. They're just going
Yeah,
out there and they're
yeah,
buying it. And they're getting their
exactly.
little rebates online, whatever coupons they got. But it's not like, oh, I need to finance this. And then it's 24% interest on top of the financing. So you paying for three washers and dryers by the time this thing is paid off, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
And then if you miss a payment, they're like, "Oh, no problem. We'll come get it. We'll pause your payments and then come pick it up. And then when you're ready, we'll bring it back. And then wait, what? Hold on. If you come get it, I ain't paying you back.
Exactly. You
That's how we think. I'm
now
gonna go
you out of
someone
bread.
else. I'm gonna go somewhere else and just do the same cycle over again.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that we fail to educate ourselves on, and also in our community. You know what I'm saying? You hear the stimulus, like, oh, rental, somebody got a rental. You bought a new phone. You bought new sneakers. But you put nothing into, you invested nothing into this here, or invested nothing into yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
So
gotta let your money, if you can, let your money make money for you.
yeah,
There's definitely so many hustles you can have right now. Just go out here and get your LLC and then do your own thing. That's what I admire about my wife is that, bro, man, like she got a whole bunch of businesses, bro.
yeah,
A whole I would pan the camera, but I don't want to argue with her when she watches this video. But if you look in this office, all these boxes, all these totes, she always gotta come up. She never gonna go without. So that's what I
yeah,
admire about her. And when in doubt, she got her degree and she got a certification in cosmetology. Like she always got a backup plan. So that's what I like about the women in our lives is that I can work at any cell phone place you put me in, anything with sales, that's my thing. But like when it comes to having your own hustle, my hat goes off to my wife because she definitely
yeah,
got it.
yeah. It does. It makes you want to do something better for yourself as an individual. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? I'm not a side hustle dude anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
You
work for
are
some.
though.
You know what I'm saying?
You got something coming in the pipe. Well, we got something coming in the
Yeah, yeah,
pipeline.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we
I mean,
definitely back on our side hustle.
yeah. When I
We
say
back
that,
on our
I
guzzler
mean,
phase.
yeah. When I say that, I mean I'm like I'm not pushing it the way I should be. Cause I know,
Yes.
like, hey, I gotta work tonight. Hey, that's my excuse. I gotta work tonight. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm looking at her and she, doing research here and there and this, that, and third, I'm like, like, dang, maybe I should be doing the same thing. But I'm like, no, it's up. I get paid tomorrow. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though she has a job too and things of that nature, but it's like it's a job. They say you making someone else look good, and in return, they're thanking you for your labor by saying, "Hey, man, take this check. Thank you for what you did for the last 2 weeks." But anytime, at any point, they can just like, "Hey, man, today's your last day. Company not doing too good." Then I'm like, "Dang,
Yo, I noticed this. When you want to leave a company, they want you to put in a 2 week notice because they need 2 weeks to find your replacement. And wireless, for managers, they want you to give 30-day notice because it's not that easy to find leaders. Well, it's easy to find managers, it's hard to find leaders. And when it's time for them to fire you, they don't give you a 2 week notice.
nah, no
You know,
severance
I
pay.
mean,
Nah."
you may get a write up here and there, but it's not. Somebody's like, hey, listen, you know what? We're gonna be letting you go in 2 weeks, okay? So just get your stuff prepared. They can't do that. They just let you go. So I
Even if
think,
and then no matter the reason, what I'm saying. If you do wrong, of course, it's a different story. But if it's a company downsizing or something, they don't say, "Oh yeah, within that 30 days, you got to go." It's like, you
and
got
Florida
2 days, maybe a week, whatever.
Florida is a right to work state, which means that they can fire you because the sun didn't shine today.
Wow.
Like, you know what? It said it was gonna be 88 degrees, but it's really 93. We gotta let you go. Like, they can do that here. I know they can't do that in Jersey, but
No, no.
they want you to give companies want you to give them 2 week notice. But when they fire you, it's like, all right, you fired today.
Yeah.
Give me your key. I'm changing the alarm codes. You come back as trespassing.
Yep. Just like that.
Yep,
So
it's
yeah.
crazy, man. So where are we living, bro?
But yeah, man, that's definitely the tough thing. But like I said, we have to become more responsible, more financially responsible as a community. You know what I'm saying? Because what you have, I may need, and vice versa. But we also have to be willing to be transparent. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? That's one thing we're gonna have to talk about this struggle. Talk about, hey, yeah, yeah, I got 2 evictions on my report. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I got that repo too, or 3, whatever the case may be. You have to be able to go and say, this is what I did in my past life. How do I fix it so I can build my credit? How can I fix it so when I go into a dealership, I don't leave the way I came by calling the cab or waiting for somebody to pick me up. I leave with the car I want, not the car I have to settle for.
Or in the payments that I want.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Because when the car break down and I got to get it fixed, go somewhere where they have a loaner car for you, a courtesy vehicle that you can drive. Why waste your money on a rental? You know what I'm saying? No, my insurance gonna cover this. We good. We have to get into that kind of mindset, and that's what I feel now, being in my 30s, that I'm at the point where I arrived. Like the 20s were my mistake years. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? It was my mistakes. I had some good moments. Don't get me wrong. I had my children. You know, I had some great years, some great moments in my 20s. But now the 30s, I'm climbing down that mountain. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, you know, roll that thing out. Let's get this thing popping because now it's do or die. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely. The kids are we were able to make a lot of mistakes when we were younger because the kids all they seen were the good times.
yeah,
Like I, I
yeah,
I don't think my children will ever remember the time where the electric was off, or I didn't pay
yeah,
the water bill and we were out of water for 2 weeks, so I had to use the water hose to bring water in the house. The kids just thought it was cool that we were taking baths with buckets. This is years
yeah.
ago.
Because you find ways you
Yeah,
find ways to be creative. You know what I'm
they're
saying?
like, why you gotta boil
Like
this water
something. Oh,
before
excuse
we
me.
drink it? Yeah, it's
yeah,
good times, good times.
yeah.
I don't want none of that back. I don't miss none of
No,
that.
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
Because
I don't miss the
those
struggle.
those times definitely humble you to the point where you're like, all right, I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
can't. I can't do that. And if I do, it's only going to be for a moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we have to get our kids out of the area to see the other sides of life. You know what I'm saying? It's more to life than Asbury Park. It's more to life than New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? It's more to life than the East Coast. And it seems like these kids are only traveling when they're playing sports.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? And one thing I was like, when with my previous relationship, my kid's mother, um, her family, you know what I'm saying? They're notorious for vacations. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, I never left the state. Hold on, where we going? Oh, whoa. This is the first time we doing it. You know what I'm saying?
they in a
So it was
heartbeat
like,
they would be in a suburban,
yo,
Florida, Jersey,
easy,
Georgia, the Carolinas.
easy,
Don't think twice about it.
easy. I'm like, oh, hold up. I'm like, hold on. I make this much. I'm missing this much money. Like, excuse me.
But it don't. But this is the crazy part. It don't cost that much as we expected back then to travel.
Yeah,
Like you pay for your gas. I think like gas from, depending on what car you're driving, gas from Jersey, including tolls, is gonna run you about. That's gonna be $400
yeah,
from Florida to Jersey, back and forth, $400. Your hotel stay, depending on how many days you can stay, you probably get Expedia probably get a hotel for $100 a night, a decent hotel. Or if you know we all know somebody who work at a hotel that can get you a discount.
yeah,
So then you got that, and then you got family. So and you cook. No lie, I kid you not. I used to watch my wife's mom on a whim, be like, you know what? I'll be back going to New Jersey for a month. She be out. Or when we had to go to Jersey, we jump in 14 hours. You there for like 15, 16 hours. You in Jersey. So it's I
yeah,
I admire the fact that they like to travel.
yeah. But you know what it was? We were never exposed to it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When we did go somewhere, our family lived right across the street. You know what I mean? They were in walking distance. You know what I'm saying? And if they were away, we'd be like, all right, I'll see you soon. When soon going to mean probably next time you come into town.
Or when somebody die.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely that era where we're like, oh. And when I first got around, I'm like, oh, what you mean? We going? Where y'all going? Y'all going in 6 months? Okay, 6 months sound good. But I did nothing in that time to prepare myself to leave in 6 months. Now I'm scrambling around trying to spend my last 3, 4
Right.
checks. You know
They
what I'm
have
saying?
they have family reunions all the time. Uh, they had like if they're gonna have a birthday party for somebody, they plan their birthday party and they actually did it.
Yeah, yeah.
They are
Mhm.
organized. Sunday
Family of the
dinner
word.
Sunday
Yeah,
dinner is Sunday dinner. I'm gonna say is Sunday dinner. It's a little different now because of COVID. Prior to that, Sunday dinner is Sunday dinner, and they got a schedule. All right, we at this house this week, this house.
yeah, yeah.
And what's crazy is because this I know this happened to you. I seen their mindset, and I try to bring it over to my family.
Oh man.
They
Yo, I
like, oh
did it.
nah,
I tried.
we
I
we
tried
we
it,
got we
man.
got a strong 2-3 weeks. We was doing it for me. We were doing it once a month. All right, we at my dad's house, we at my house, we at my mom's house. We trying, but it was never as consistent as
I
they are.
tried it, man. Yeah, I tried it. I was like, yo, let's go all get together. And I realized we in apartment buildings. So, the space ain't the same
Yeah.
for
Oh
one.
my gosh, Mike. Yes.
The
Yes,
space
man.
wasn't the same. It's like, then you like last minute, you like, oh, who come in here? Oh, now this person not coming no more, but you bring in the food. You bring in this part. And now you're like, what the heck?
Yo,
Nobody's not, now you end up cooking everything and nobody show up. And then,
how many times we had
yo,
cookouts?
oh my God,
How many times we had
man.
cookouts? $1,000 in food, like ribs, burgers, chicken, sausages, hot dogs, drinks, tents, all this stuff we had to buy, and the turnout wasn't what we expected.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's crazy, man.
yeah, yeah. I
I
definitely,
tried.
I definitely, I definitely, definitely tried to introduce the new to the family. And it just, I realized that it wasn't that it was a bad thing. It was I'm okay seeing you Thanksgiving. I'm okay seeing you for Mother's Day. I'm okay seeing you for the birthdays. But to do this every single week, every month, you bugging. You know what I'm saying? And you also realizing that, with the family is, oh, I gotta work tonight. Or
Mm.
I don't get off till 7 o'clock. But with them it was
But
like,
that's the
oh,
thing
oh,
though.
you know,
I think they still had the same situations with their family. And you know what they did? They made a plate for that person, put it to the side. So if Stacy was going, it wasn't getting there to 8 o'clock. The family was still at the house because nobody left till like 9:30, 10.
mm-hmm.
And all Stacy had to do was warm their food up and get into the conversation because everybody sat at the table. The kids did what the kids did, but the adults sat at the table and had conversations.
Yeah,
Talked about your week, what you had planned, what was going on. If it's a birthday, they had cakes for the like we all celebrated like
yeah,
they all
yeah.
celebrated that birthday for that. Like if you got a birthday in December, here's a cake. Birthday in January, here's a cake. I admire that
I
about that
did.
side
I
of the
did
family.
too, man. I did. It was definitely something to look forward to. And
Yep.
like you said, it was all age appropriate. All right, all the kids go downstairs. We're gonna go hang out downstairs and we're gonna play games. And all right, do boys be outside? We're gonna play sports or whatever the case may be. Now the adults they're talking about whatever they want to talk about. But the great part was it was family. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? I mean, legit family, like not, it was like, oh yeah, you could bring your cousin and, your friend from up the street. Yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? And no one ever like, oh, who that? Never no drama. Um, you know, and they always ended on good news, man. I felt that was so awesome. Like,
Wait. Remember that one time? This was 2007. We were playing football at the house, and
mm.
Akeem ran into somebody
Oh
truck.
man, yo, oh,
They was like, "Scoop, hey, Mike, what y'all do?" I'm like, first
yeah,
of all, I ain't the quarterback. Number one, it's like this is Akeem. He running, he not
yeah,
paying attention, and he got clotheslined by the mirror.
yeah.
He
And
was
then he
like
got
this.
all he cared about was the Eagles. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, bro, what you
The
doing,
Eagles
man?
win. The Eagles win. Yeah, man. I definitely remember that, yo.
I remember
Man.
when we playing football, and because I know me and you were on the same team. I got the picture somewhere on MySpace. Me and you on the same team, and Damon and Pastor was on a different. They were on the opposite team. So I'm like, yo, why are you? I'm like, Pastor, why are you hitting me? Like he playing defense, like he ain't let
Oh
you get off the
yeah.
line. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you see, First Lady over here telling us don't put our hands on, like don't touch you. Like if we tackle you, we gotta preach. So like, what are you doing, bro? Like you tripping?
Yeah.
But that was fun, man. That was fun.
Always good vibes, man.
Always
Yeah.
good vibes, man. Josh get mad, and then
Oh man.
he try to go beast mode on you. Like, bro, relax, man.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
note to self, I wouldn't play a game with Josh now, though.
Me neither. Nope.
I've been looking at his videos on
Look,
Instagram. I want no problems, big
I put
dog.
you on my team. That's it. You on my team.
That's your world, man.
Slap hands. Slap hands.
Slap hands,
That's
slap
it.
hands.
That's it. That's it, bro. But yeah, man.
Like, I don't want to play basketball against Josh. I don't want. Yo, listen, I don't know. Remember this, right? Remember, it was we had a church picnic in 07. We're playing basketball, right?
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
it was my brother-in-law. Well, this is before I knew it was my brother-in-law. When he showed up, man, he had on these skinny jeans, like super small shirt, like no body fat, right? And I'm like, I think he was on our team. I'm like, man, I don't want him on my team. They're like, yo, Jermaine could ball. I'm like, man, I don't want him on our team. Josh gave him sneakers. My man start trashing people in his pants. And I'm looking like, yo, he a beast. I made my regular shot. I was like, all right, I'm out.
Also, above the rim type junk.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
Yeah,
Above the rim type junk. My man legit came out. First of all, he do look like Leon. That's crazy. Like, I didn't even think about that. I got to tell Charles that. He do look like Leon a little bit. So, pause, but he do look like Leon.
You funny.
But no lie, man. He came and he trashed everybody, man. He trashed everybody. So
yeah, man. That's dope, bro. But
it's
little
crazy,
takeaway, man. Oh, my baby's starting to cry.
All right, man. Listen, if that wasn't time to wrap up the show, it's time to wrap it up, man. What's your positive word of the day, big dog?
Man, family is everything, man. You can't choose the ones you were born into, but you can choose the ones that you meet along the way, man. That's it.
Why would you? How am I gonna follow that up, man? Why would you do that, Mike?
I was sitting on that one, man. I was gonna call the show. I was really gonna call the show Money, Power, Respect, because we was talking
about to
beginning.
So what you want me to call it?
You keep it right there. Money, Power, Respect, man.
That's crazy, man. I ain't got nothing to say.
Family is everything, man.
You're a savage.
You can't choose. So me and Tyreek are not actually like blood brothers, but blood couldn't make this dude any closer. I'm closer to him than I am with some. I'm closer to him more than some actually my family members and that I was actually born into. So like I said, man, family is so important, no matter what. And if you have the time to actually visit them and see them, what I'm saying, like we're doing this call right now, call them on the phone, Zoom the calls. Find a way to stay in touch with them because you just never know, man.
This is therapy for us.
Yeah, really. You just never know.
Yo, you're a whole savage though, man.
Oh, man, look.
You could have texted me that though.
Deep, brother.
You could have texted me that.
I'm deep, man. Oh, look at that. Wrapping it up.
All right, man.
Take two, man.
Oh, now you got the mic in your hand. Okay. All right, man. Y'all have a great week, man. I ain't got nothing to say, man. Y'all have a great week.
I hate this thing.
All right, Mike.